Hey bestie, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I hope you do great because I'm doing pretty good. I have new glasses. They kind of give me a vintage vibe and I kind of like it. We are rocking the tracksuit today. It's a matching tracksuit, all in white, with the glasses kind of looking cool, looking fresh. It's a look. It's definitely a look. I was in Berlin this weekend and it was so much fun. It was a fun, short trip, but I was on a photo shoot and the photo shoot was absolutely amazing. I loved it. I loved the vibe of the photo shoot, the idea of the photo shoot, and all the people were super nice. This is the current situation of our flower bouquet. It's getting bigger and bigger. I'm getting way more excited for this project, and we are going to do a little lily today. I've ordered yarn for a sunflower finally, so we are going to do a sunflower soon. But today we're going to do a lily, and since the lily is super easy, I'm contemplating actually to do another flower in this video. I've ordered a vase finally, but it didn't come to my address. I accidentally delivered it to my old address, so I need to go to my old address and pick it up. To explain how this has been done actually, the lily has 6 petals, so we need to do 6 petals which are all the same size, and it has 4 of those, I don't know how to call these actually, like sticks in between the flower, and of course the stem. Everything is glued together and it looks so beautiful. It kind of reminds me of that monster of Stranger Things, the monster, but it's beautiful still. So we are going to do another lily in another color. So we are working on the petal first and then on the stem. Let's go. So we are going to work with these 2 colors on the petal, and then we have some green for the stem. And we are starting with right off with a simple slip knot, chain up 12. So we need 12 chains. And we start with the yellow, obviously. When we chain up 12, we are going to skip the first loop and go directly into the second loop and start slip stitching the row. We poke our hook into the loop, yarn over, pull it through. We have 2 loops on our hook and we're going to pull the first loop underneath the second loop to do a slip stitch. And we're going to continue this pattern for the whole row. When you've reached the last stitch, you just poke in your hook and pull the yarn through and leave it this way, so you have 2 loops on your hook. So now we're going to integrate the new color into our project. Tie a little knot with the excess yarn of the new color, which is the purple, and now we're going to continue working only with the purple. So we chain up 1 and now we turn our work. And now we insert our hook into the next loop and do a simple single stitch. Now we are going to increase by doing a half double crochet. We're not increasing in stitches, we're increasing in the width of our stitches, so we're making them longer in order to get a round petal. Then we are going to do a double crochet into the very next stitch. Then we do a triple crochet or a half triple crochet into the very next stitch. Now we do a normal triple crochet. And now comes the last step, which is a half quadruple crochet. And this is the biggest stitch we are going to do. And now we are only going to decrease our stitches. So we're going backwards again, starting with a normal triple crochet. Now we're going to do a half triple crochet in the next loop. Now comes the double crochet, half double crochet, single crochet. And now you see that we've reached the end of our first chain. Now we have the pointy end of our leaf, which we're going to conclude with a normal single crochet. And now we are going to switch the side. We're going to go onto the other side of our leaf, doing the exact same thing on the other side. And when we've reached the end of our second side, actually, we're going to connect the first stitch with our last stitch again, by simply doing a slip stitch, and then we're going to chain up 1. And now it's pretty easy. We're going to do only single crochets until we hit the pointy end of our leaf. So we're going to do only single crochets. So when you at the very end of your yellow line, actually, we're going to do a double crochet into this pointy end. Not only 1, we're going to do 3 into the same loop. And then we are going to continue working with a single crochet on the other side. When we hit the very beginning, going to connect our stitches again with a slip stitch actually, and now we are going to top it with 3 chains. And when we've done 3 chains, we're going to top it with another, pull it long, and then we can simply cut it, and that's our leaf. All the excesses we're going to weave into our leaf. I finished all of the 6 leaves, and what we are going to do now is the little tips, like the little spikes that the flower has in the center. Look at this beautiful purple lily. Which one do you prefer, bestie? Like the purple one or the white one? I did a sunflower. I made it. Finally, we have a sunflower. And it turned out pretty nice. I mean, except for that it looks very naked. Yesterday I got my yarn and I started to and try out the first sunflower. So this turned out pretty cool. This is how it looks from behind. So basically this flower contains 2 parts, the back and the front. And then you crochet both together, adding the little yellow leaves to it, and fill it with some cotton, and then you are basically done with the flower part and you attach the stem part. And that's what we're going to do right now. We're gonna start right off with brown, and we are going to do a magic ring, and we're gonna insert 6 single crochets into the magic ring. When we've reached the 6 single crochets in our magical ring, we're gonna pull it tight in order to make the circle or build the circle, and connect the last single crochet with the first single crochet with the simple slip stitch, chain up 1, and for our second row we're going to increase. Increase means that we are going to do 2 single crochets into the same stitch, and for row 2 we're going to increase in every stitch. So we have 6 stitches right now and we're going to build 12 stitches in the end. When we've done the 12 single crochets, we're going to connect the last single crochet with the first one in order to close the row and chain up 1. For the third row we are going to increase in every second stitch, repeating that pattern all around through row 3. In the end we are going to close it up again with the same method by slip stitching the last stitch with the first stitch together and chain up 1. We are going to continue actually this pattern. That means in row 4 we are going to do 2 single crochets in the next upcoming 2 stitches, and we are going to increase into the third stitch. And for row 5 actually I wrote it down, so we are going to do in total 8 rows. You should end up with 48 stitches in the end. So we are going to increase each row with 6 stitches. So we're going to add 6 stitches to each row. Then we are going to close the last row again with the slip stitch and chain up 1, and then we're going to repeat the whole pattern actually with the other green color, doing the exact same process. So they should line up in the end, having the same size, and then we can continue working with the petals, like with the yellow petals. So I have all the 2 parts and I'm working on the leaf part, and I wanted to quickly like describe and explain the process how the leaf part is, the petal part is actually working, because it's pretty simple. So we're gonna loop in our yarn, tie a knot, and then we chain up 1. And now we are going to do directly into the same stitch where we just chain up 1, a double crochet. And then we're gonna hop into the next stitch by twisting our yarn twice around the hook and do a triple crochet. And now we're going to do another triple crochet into the same stitch again. So we repeat the process into the same stitch. When we finish the following triple crochet, we're going to top on our triple crochet that we just finished 2 chains. So we chain up 2, then we go back with our hook into the loops where we just closed the triple crochets. We yarn over, pull the yarn through, and slip stitch those parts together. And then we are going to top another triple crochet into the same stitch, because we're gonna do this into the same stitch because we want to have it more curled up than rather like stretch the petals. And now we are decreasing our length of our stitches. We are going to hop into the next stitch and do a double crochet. Then we are going to do in the same stitch a single crochet. And then we are finished with the first petal. We're going to repeat this until we have like a little spot left where we can fill it with like the little parts with cotton in order to have it more nice and squishy. And when we filled in the cotton, we close it with the same pattern by just adding more petals. I hope that's clear. I tried to be as clear as possible, and I hope you guys all get wonderful, beautiful sunflowers in the end. It's done. It's closed up and looking fresh, looking good. And now we are going to attach the stem. So for the stem, this time, since the flower is a little bit bigger, I'm gonna take it 4-stranded, and now we're gonna hot glue it. So I hot glued the tip, and now we're gonna poke it into the middle part of the back side of our flower. So it's in there. And now we're gonna start wrapping around the green yarn around the wire. So there's still some glue left, so we're gonna put it on top, and now we're gonna start wrapping it around, twisting it around the wire several times all the way to the end, and then we're gonna hot glue it again to finish it up. And then we have our beautiful little sunflower. And it's done! Look how beautiful it is. So I got 2. The bouquet is growing bigger and bigger. I'm not sure if the green doesn't fit the other green shades of the bouquet, but it looks cool. And I picked up my vase. So this is the big fat ass vase, and if you compare it to the bouquet, there's lots of I can add to the vase, so there's lots of space for the vase actually, for the bouquet to grow. I didn't expect it actually to be that big. I mean, Isn't this beautiful? I did another one, a new one. This flower is called Carnation, and I absolutely love it. It looks so cool. It looks so realistic though. Well, Bessie, I hope you like this little tutorial about the sunflowers and the lilies, and feel free to tag me in the pictures if you redo or recreate the flowers. And yeah, I hope you like this little video. Feel free to give it some thumbs up, and if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, feel free to subscribe to the channel for more DIY videos in the future. And I can't wait to be back in the next vlog and showing you actually showing you how to do the carnation and some tulips maybe this time. And yeah, I can't wait to be back in the next video. I hope you have a good day, a good morning, good evening whenever you're watching this video. And I see you soon. Bye bye. Thanks for watching. I'm out. Ciao.